Cultural icon, former Member of Parliament and Meritorious Council member Edmund Moxey was remembered today by the Free National Movement Party.
Jimmy Swain attended a special memorial service held at the party's Mackey Street headquarters.
Members of the Free National Movement held a special memorial service for the late Edmund Moxey at their headquarters on Mackey Street. Moxey was a meritorious council member, a former member of Parliament for Coconut Grove, and a parliamentary secretary to the Prime Minister. F&M leader Hubert Minnis said Moxey should be memorialized in some way for his contributions to his country.
Would it not be great to see Edmund Moxey's name memorialized in the form of a cultural scholarship, be it for COB or some other institution? After becoming government, that cultural village will be done and completed.
Former Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Hubert Ingram, described Moxey as fearless, devoted and sincere. He also applauded Moxey for his efforts in the fight for majority rule.
We owe Edmund Moxey a tremendous debt of gratitude for his role in the struggle for majority rule, in his dedication to honest government, in his faithful service to the Free National Movement, his devotion to preserving numerous Bahamian songs and folklore, and for his foresight in identifying and promoting the integral role of culture to nation building.
Moxey's son, Pastor Mario Moxey, said while his father was not one to look for praise, the memorial service was a fitting one.
My father's been a freedom fighter for a long time. He's been in politics before I was born, and this has always been his passion. So the outpouring from the Free National Movement is, I think, something that he would have cherished, and the level of respect that they provided and gave, I think, is outstanding. The tribute today was really fitting for someone that had served not only their party but their country for a great part of their life.
Mr. Moxey will be laid to rest following a state-recognized funeral at Holy Trinity Church Friday morning. Jimmy Swain, ZNS Network News.
The National Training Agency holding its second graduation ceremony Monday night at the Holy Trinity Activity Center. 201 participants graduated with skills in areas that included food preparation, allied health, housekeeping, and butler services. Since its inception, more than 800 participants have passed through the NTA program. Prime Minister the Right Honourable Perry Christie delivered the keynote address and encouraged students never to give up despite being counted out.
And some of you will have more opportunities for furthering your education. Seize the opportunity. Make good of the opportunity. Make your parents proud of you. Show your friends how strong and disciplined you are. And listen now, the Japanese have an old proverb, 7 times down, 8 times up. And what it tells you is this: you might get knocked down more than once, but good Lord, get up.
Now, Minister of Labor and National Insurance, the Honourable Shane Gibson, under whose portfolio the NTA falls, said more persons will be trained by the agency. Additionally, he noted that the NTA is partnering with education officials to introduce a new course for high school students.
The National Training Agency will partner with the ministry by producing a 20-hour job readiness component for the new high school diploma that is being implemented in the public school system. This 20-hour component will extend over a 2-year period, grade 10 and 11, 10 hours being delivered each year.
The Bahamas National Trust, the Ministry of Tourism, and the National Audubon Society are teaming up to tailor a training curriculum aimed at strengthening the bird watching industry. Bird watching is an $826 billion industry, and Inagua and Andros have been chosen as the pilot islands where bird guides will be equipped with the skills to improve the overall product. Executive Director of the Bahamas National Trust, Eric Carey, says the initiative is carrying out the vision of Prime Minister Perry Christie, who wants to build on nature tourism in Inagua in particular. Matt Jeffrey with the National Audubon Society says the aim is to help the Bahamas capitalize on its natural resources.
Being able to demonstrate through products such as what this project will produce, that there are real economic opportunities based around nature. that's going to do a lot for these communities. And
the people that travel for bird watching tend to be in the higher brackets of income in the United States. They tend to be very well educated, and they like to stay with communities. So it's not going to be as big maybe as bone fishing industry, but it is an extra niche market that the Bahamas can benefit from.
Now, if developed, bird watching can be a lucrative niche market for tourism locally. The Inter-American Development Bank contributed more than $1 million to fund the program in 4 countries as a tool for sustainable development. Director General of Tourism Joy Gibberlew says over the last 30 years, 7 native bird species have become extinct.
The idea also behind this workshop is to assist in training people for the preservation and protection of these endemic bird species. We learned that there's some 7% of people who travel to Andros exclusively for bird watching, and that's done organically through no marketing, through no advertising. So could you imagine with trained guides, with a program in place, the opportunity that exists for these communities, Central Andros and Inagua. So very, very exciting times for the Ministry of Tourism in the Bahamas.
That's a lot of money for watching birds, as one of our floor directors pointed out.
I thought the same thing. Have you been bird watching before?
No, I can't say that I have, but maybe I'll, try it out. Well, stay tuned. There's more news after this break. The Prime Minister addressed graduates of the National Training Agency yesterday. Along with hearty congratulations, there was also some advice for the newly qualified about the nationwide opportunities he says that'll soon be accessible to them.
The frontiers of development are extending themselves, and so Bahamians who live in New Providence will be able to work throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, begin meaningful careers there. So to those of you who are not tied to home, just remember, you live in a country which is now more and more being able to provide a good living for you well beyond the boundaries of this island of New Providence. We are developing in that way.